Welcome to Gamer Talk. My name is Logan. We're here with Tim, Ralph, and Freddie. Thank you for joining us. Today's topic is...
Logan, being the senior game master here, you've definitely run games more than anyone else that's currently here.
Hopefully not that is currently alive.
How do you handle gamers that regularly do not show up after announcing they will be there?
I got something for that. I got something for.
Hold on. What about Ralph? Let's get to you on that one last.
Okay, I'm good with that.
All right. So for inconsistent players, I don't have any magical portal or poof. They just reappear, disappear. I figure usually they just, when we end the session, I always try to end it somewhere safe, if you will, outside the dungeon, in the town, and they just mill around there being useless. So, that's what they do. And so when we start the next session, usually maybe they were with the caravan or with the horses, but they're just mindless NPC drone until they decide they want to play again, or they become a permanent NPC if they don't show back up. But I don't penalize them. I just don't care about them enough.
Okay. Freddie, how would you handle that?
Well, it depends if it's kind of a one-off occurrence or not very common. The way it's been handled, in my experience, which thankfully isn't that often, is they just usually, you go and you talk to those people over there for however long, or you stare at a wall, or you just fuck off for like however long they're away for. And then they eventually, maybe when they finally do come back, the GM usually has like a 10-minute short one-on-one with them saying, okay, you're over here, this is what you see. The group went off somewhere over in that direction, what do you do? And then usually they eventually wander up and catch up with the group, if they haven't already been with them in some way. But generally speaking, in my experience, it's as Ralph mentioned, they just show up because reasons.
Basically, they blip in and out of existence.
Yeah. But no one thinks anything of it. It's just,
Yeah. Okay.
Tim, how do you deal with it?
So I'm kind of with Ralph on this. However, there's one caveat I'd like to add. My time is precious. It is limited. So if I am prepping game sessions, and let's say I only have 4 players, and the stuff I've set up for the 4 players kind of requires there to be 4 asses in those seats, pardon my French, but it is the most frustrating thing on the planet to me. Inconsistency with showing up crazy late, that stuff drives me insane. Because it's not, it's, okay, if it's an emergency, you're fucking crashed your car, somebody died, emergency situation.
Real emergency.
Great, a real emergency, not like Susie called and she's feeling upset, so she decided to cancel the fucking game session, or, oh, my girlfriend decided she wanted to do something tonight, even though she's known, this is my game night. No, those are not emergency situations. Those are, you're a jackass and need a larger spine. So for me, I like baseball. I don't play it, but I like it. It's got pretty solid rules. Everybody understands the rules. When you miss 3 strikes, you're fucking out. You're just gone. They don't let you back in. Nope, no more swings for you. You're gone. I'll find somebody else. There's a lot of people nowadays, especially with the explosion of hobby stores, and D&D's become super popular. It's all over the damn place. It's in Strange Things. It's pulling in just ridiculous crowds of people because of Strange Things. They got characters on shows that are playing it. You can find players nowadays. They're out there. They're looking. They're bored. They want something to do. I replace those people. I don't. 3 strikes. Sorry. Logan, go ahead.
Well, like Tim, my answer is a little bit longer. Like Tim, I've got very, very frustrated at not getting butts in seats. People would always go for what we used to call the bigger, better deal. It's like, maybe I can get laid. I have a 3% chance of getting laid. I'll take those odds. It's like, okay, yeah, but you're leaving everybody else in lurch and don't care. So I was very frustrated with that. Fortunately, online gaming saved it because I could not find enough humans in my area to consistently get games. And I decided, years, like a decade ago, that, hey, I can literally pull in gamers from this planet. I will find somebody somewhere on this planet who will make the time and be consistent game with me. And now I've got it to where I'll put up the schedule. It'll be 3 months in advance usually, and people sign up. And if people sign up and then they don't show, then other people might be looking to get in on this game, and they will be hanging out in the wings and sending me messages on Facebook going, "Do you need another player?" And if the person doesn't show up by 15 after start time, then they're gone. If so, like TJ said, 3 strikes and you're out. If somebody signs up for a bunch of crap and then they just don't show for any of it, I'll just take them off the schedule after a while. It's like, you're obviously not into this as much as you thought you were. So, and with this campaign, I made it so that it's not just one group of people. I've heard it called, what is it, West Marches? Is that correct?
Thank you. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank
I call
you.
it Western marches, though, because I like the earn on the end. You got to earn those marches. But I have a West Marches type of game now, I've been told, where I have a group of 20 different players or more, and they sign up because I'm dealing with adults. They have adult schedules, and so maybe they can't make every third Tuesday or some crap. So sign up for when they have time, and don't when they don't, and play with who it is. And you get a lot of different people getting to play with a whole lot of different people. Personally, I can see the benefit of the airway, but I like this way. Where it's like you don't necessarily know the people you're going to be gaming with until you've done it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I do it.
Sounds good.
How you guys have all been in this campaign thing for long enough? How does this method seem to work in your opinion?
Well, for me, I like meeting all different people, because like every group combination has like a unique quirk to it, so it's always interesting. But on the flip side, there is a negative to it as well. It's not a big negative, but sometimes you might be like, all right, I'm playing with so and so on this day. Okay, so we can't do this because of some reason, or we can't do that because they haven't walked the pattern or whatever, random, some reasons. So it's a bit like, I wish I was playing with this person, but it's not like the end of the world or anything. But that's the only drawback, is that sometimes you're really hoping that you get to play with a certain person or people because you want to do a certain thing.
Ralph, what you think?
I like it. I've only played with a few select players so far. I am slightly frustrated about the lack of cohesive knowledge, but Freddie's doing a great job of building the database, if you will. Because I'm an investigator and problem solver, and it's just kind of tough when somebody already ransacked and has all the clues and plays once every 6 months.
Yeah. What do you think, TJ, before we wrap this up?
Yeah, toward what Freddie and Ralph said, there does come an issue with having a different group potentially every time you game. The characters' personal goals of the characters becomes kind of obscure. It's real hard to have your character's personal goal going if Team A is trying to find a sunken ship, Team B is trying to find a jewel lost on a mountaintop, and D's off running around doing who the hell knows what, and you show up and you get mixed with a guy from A and a guy from D, and you're like, shit, now what are we going to do? because then everybody's trying to, again, pull in the different directions. At that point, really hope your people can work together to come to some sort of commonality, or there does potentially come an issue with not having the solid core group.
Well, usually in that case, hopefully, one person's like, we're going to do this, and then everyone just follows along.
Yeah,
Usually,
or it's a vote or
that's
something.
what happens.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're out of time for right now. This has been Gamer Talk. My name's Logan. With me is Tim, Ralph, and Freddie. Thanks for joining us.